Hi guys, it's Abby Lee. I'm here at PicsArt and I'm super excited to teach you today how to do a 3D cube tutorial. It kind of sounds complicated, it kind of sounds a little bit interesting. At first I was like, whoa, this is gonna be hard. It's so not hard. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's actually really, really cool. And then also I'm gonna announce we have a new contest coming up because the Rainbow Light contest is over tonight, I believe. So we're actually putting out a new contest and it is for outlines. And we're gonna go, if you wanna learn more about it, go onto our blog, go onto our Instagram. We're gonna have it posted and you guys can learn all about the details. So, well, let's get started on this 3D cube tutorial. Don't freak out, it's super simple. I'm gonna make it like beyond simple for you guys. So, let's get started. And if you have questions, as always, ask away. Allie will help me with any questions. This one's a little bit complicated, so if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask. Let me get my camera set up here. And this is the image I'm going to be working with today. We're going to pull it up, and today we are going to be working all in draw mode. So with draw, we're going to tap that in, and it's going to go into this nice, lovely layer mode here. We're going to be working a lot with layers. If you're not comfortable with layers, that's totally cool. I'm going to teach you how to do it super simple. So I'm just going to go in. We have this empty layer here. I'm going to add a photo to it. And I'm literally taking the same photo that I just worked with. You're going to want to tap down here in this 3 triangles here, which is basically the layers tab, to get that out of the way because I don't want it there. And I'm going to flip this image upside down. And I'm going to take the arrow and shrink it. I'm going to bring this right up here. I might make it a little bit bigger. And I want to place it right about there. For this particular image, I'm going to squeeze it. It's okay. We don't really have to have the dimensions perfectly. So it's going to look like that. That looks kind of weird, right? But I'll show you how to continue on. We're going to go ahead and hit the layers tab here. We're going to hit the plus sign. It's this little plus sign right there. Oops, except I just trashed it. I'm going to back up. So that just goes to show you can also delete layers too. So here's the trash can. Don't hit that unless you want to actually delete a layer. I want to add a layer, so here's the plus sign. And you can either add a camera layer, which is just the camera, it is some, like a photo you can take, or an empty layer. I'm adding an empty layer. I'm going to drag this layer down, and then I'm going to hit the plus sign and add the photo again. Gonna literally add the same one. I'm going to hit this button down here to get rid of that side panel. And I'm going to flip it up upside down again. And I want to make it smaller. I'm going to come over here. And guys, this is going to look really weird at first. So if you're doing this yourself, when I first started teaching myself this, I was like, whoa, this is not right. And I kind of panicked and I was going to give up, but don't do that because it's super simple. You just have to get past the weirdness of how it looks at first. It's like doing a drawing and you look at it halfway done. A lot of times it does not look amazing right away, but it will get there. So this is what I'm going to be working with. That's what it's going to look like. And in order to get rid of the excess, I'm going to go into our eraser here, and I'm going to go into the shape tool. This sounds weird, but it gives you like perfectly smooth edges. So I'm going to go ahead and hit select, and I'm going to hit a triangle. See how it's getting rid of all of that? That's just a erase triangle, basically. So it's going to help you get the perfect sharp edges that you need in order to make this look exactly how you want it to look, and in order to get the cube effect. So I want to place that right about there, and then I want to go in and I'm going to do it again over here. See how weird this looks at first? So don't panic if you're worried that you're doing it wrong. You're not doing it wrong. You just have to situate things around and just keep working at it. So I mean, look how simple that is. That's super simple. Now, I kind of got around a little bit too much, so I want to go to the front layer here, and I want to do the same thing because I took off a little too much there, and I want to make this coincide with each other and have a smooth edge. That's a little bit too much, so I'm going to do it one more time. And it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay. I'm also a perfectionist, so yeah. You know, you don't have to be as clean as me, but that's what it's going to look like. I took a little bit of the edge off there so it wasn't such a big cube, and then I'm basically just going to add another layer. I'm going to drag this down, and I'm going to add the same photo again, I mean, look how easy this is. It's super simple to create this cube. It looks really weird at first. Keep working on it because I guarantee you come out with some really cool effects. And the more you do this, the easier it is to create the cube effect. So, I mean, obviously this looks really weird. Most of the time you wouldn't want to keep anything like that, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I've been doing and erase that top layer to create the cube effect that I want it to look like. So, right about there. So don't discourage, guys. It's really easy. It's literally just kind of seeing what you want, what your eye wants, or what it looks good as. And then, yeah, it's literally that easy. How are we doing on questions?
Great.
Yeah? No questions, guys? Awesome. Well, like I said, it's super simple. You can also create different shapes. You can create different things with the shapes. So it doesn't have to be a cube. You can do triangles. Maybe I'll do that next. It's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and create this a little bit more into a cube shape. There we go. So I'm really liking that. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and add a little spice to it. That sounds weird. But let's make sure, and you guys can play around with this too. Like this one isn't 100% perfect, but I like the way it looks, so I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I'm on this layer, and in order to do that, you just tap on it. It'll turn blue. So every single time you want to kind of play with layers, make sure you have the correct one selected. That's very important. I'm going to go ahead and hide that again. And this time, I want to hit the paintbrush, and I'm going to go into white over here, and I'm going to go ahead and hit select. This is just me kind of like having fun with this design, but I'm going to hit stroke because I want to have an outline, and I'll show you kind of what I want to do. And I'm just creating geometric shapes, and in order to create more, I just tap outside, and that places the shape where I want it to be. Just like that. And that's literally just me playing around because I think it's kind of cool. And you can do whatever you want. I mean, there's so many possibilities. You can use different images. I had one of a plane that I was playing around with the cube. It was really cool. So feel free to get creative. It's super simple. It feels kind of weird at first, but it's totally easy to do, guys. I'm going to go ahead and apply that. It's going to go back into my main screen, and I'm going to go into effects. And usually I use Dodger because I absolutely love Dodger, but I'm going to go all the way down here, and I'm going to go to HDR because I want to make this pop a little bit. Now, I think that's a little too extreme, so I'm going to play with the levels, and this just goes to show all of the filters we have. We have so much. You can do an insane amount with it. So this is pretty much all I'm playing with right now. I mean, you can see like the vast extreme amount you can do. And then I'm going to bring the blur up. I'm going to bring the saturation up a little bit. Also, you can tap on it and kind of see what it looked like before. I really like how it makes it pop. You can also hit this to get rid of that bar so you can see it a little bit clearer. That's pretty cool. I mean, you can always tap on it, see what it was before, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Obviously, we're going to share. I always do free to edit because I like to. I'm going to say interesting on this one because it is interesting. And 3D cube. I don't know if we even have a 3D effect. That's cool. We'll do that. And then obviously we are going to do PicsArt because I love us. And yeah, feel free to play around, guys. I'm going to go ahead and post it so you guys can all see it. And I'm going to bring it back up to my face to talk to you once more. So that was our tutorial today. As always, if you guys want to see any particular edits, or if you're curious about how to do a particular anything on our app, please feel free to comment. Go to Twitter at PicsArt Studio and ask away. I'll try to bring it to you guys next Wednesday or any other Wednesday. And also make sure that you subscribe below so you can keep following me and all these tutorials that I'm doing for you guys because I absolutely love doing them. So, and also don't forget about that cube outline contest. It's outlines. And I'm going to play around with that a lot. I've actually been playing with it. today, and you'll see a lot of that on my page. So I will see you guys next Wednesday at 11 a.m. And if you guys can't wait until then, please check our blog and our Instagram for new things we put out daily. I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye-bye.